Want to understand why both millennials and Gen Z are facing more financial challenges than previous generations? Check out our new video, The Wealth Gap: Why Millennials and Gen Z Struggle More Than the Previous Generations, where we dig into this important topic. We'll explain why younger folks today find it tougher to get ahead, and by the end, you'll have a clear picture of what not to do to ensure your own success. Don't miss out! Give Luxo-Life some love and let's get started. Expensive housing. The first reason is expensive housing. Nowadays, it takes over 6 years of average income to buy a home, while in the past it only took about 4 years. This means that buying a house has become much more difficult for younger generations. Imagine working for 6 years just to save enough money to buy a home. That's a long time. Back in the day, it was easier because homes were more affordable compared to how much people were earning. This change in housing affordability has a big impact on millennials and Gen Z. With homes costing more and taking longer to save up for, most young people find themselves renting for longer or struggling to come up with a big down payment. It's like a goalpost that keeps moving further away. This situation also affects their ability to build wealth through home ownership, which has been a traditional path to financial stability for many families. As a result, young adults today often face tough choices. They might delay major life decisions like getting married or having kids because they're still trying to save up for a home. Some may even feel stuck or discouraged about their financial future. This shift in housing affordability is one of the key reasons why millennials and Gen Z are finding it harder to get ahead financially compared to previous generations. High college costs and student loans. College education is another big reason why millennials and Gen Z are facing financial challenges. The cost of going to college has gone way up compared to previous generations. Tuition fees and other expenses like books and housing are much higher now. As a result, many young people end up taking out student loans to cover these costs. These loans can add up quickly and leave them with a lot of debt after graduation. The burden of student loan debt makes it tough for millennials and Gen Z to save money and achieve other financial goals. After finishing college, many young adults start paying back their loans, which can take a big chunk of their monthly income. This means less money available for saving, investing, or even just covering everyday expenses. Additionally, high student loan debt can delay important life milestones. Young adults may put off buying a house, starting a family, or pursuing further education or training because they're still paying off their loans. It's like having a heavy weight on their shoulders as they try to navigate their early careers and build financial stability. Stagnant wages. Even though the economy has grown, younger workers' wages haven't increased much. This means that even though things cost more than they used to, people aren't earning a lot more money to keep up with those costs. It's like trying to run a race but not being able to move as fast as everything around you is changing. This situation puts millennials and Gen Z in a tough spot. With wages staying relatively flat, it's harder for them to cover their everyday living expenses. Rent, groceries, transportation, all these things cost more over time, but if your paycheck isn't growing at the same rate, it becomes a real challenge to make ends meet. For younger workers, the lack of wage growth can also impact their ability to save or invest for the future. If you're earning about the same amount year after year, it's difficult to set aside money for emergencies, retirement, or other long-term goals. This can create a sense of financial insecurity and uncertainty about the future. Rising living costs. Basic things like rent, healthcare, and education have become more expensive. This eats up a bigger chunk of younger people's paychecks. Imagine having to spend more and more of your paycheck on just the essentials, things like a place to live, staying healthy, and getting an education. These are fundamental needs, but as their costs go up, it leaves less money for other important expenses or saving for the future. For Millennials and Gen Z, the rising costs of these essentials can create financial strain. Rent prices have gone up significantly in many places, making it harder to find affordable housing. Healthcare costs also continue to rise, which means more out-of-pocket expenses for medical care. And when it comes to education, higher tuition fees mean more student loan debt and financial stress for young adults pursuing higher education. As a result of these living costs, younger generations may find it challenging to achieve financial stability. With a larger portion of their income going towards necessities, there's less room to save or invest for the future. This can impact their ability to reach milestones like buying a home, starting a family, or building a retirement fund. Impact of social media and distractions. Lastly, of course, social media. While it's great for staying connected and entertained, it also has a downside when it comes to finances. The constant exposure to ads, influencers, and online shopping can lead to more spending on things we don't really need. It's like being bombarded with temptations every time we scroll through our feeds. For younger generations, the impact of social media and digital distractions can make it harder to save money. Impulse buying and the pressure to keep up with trends can lead to overspending. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of online shopping or the fear of missing out on the latest gadgets or experiences that others are sharing online. Moreover, the time spent on social media and technology can take away from more productive activities like working towards financial goals or developing money management skills. Instead of focusing on saving or investing, young adults may find themselves caught up in a cycle of spending and consumption driven by online influences. Now that you know the reason why Millennials and Gen Z struggle more than the previous generations, let us give you some tips to ensure your own success. Tip number 1. Manage your money wisely. One important rule to follow is the 30% rule for expenses. This means spending no more than 30% of your income on housing costs, whether it's a rent or mortgage payments. By keeping housing expenses within this limit, you can allocate more of your income towards savings or other financial priorities. Also, keep your car payments under 10% of your monthly income. Car loans can add up quickly and become a burden if they consume too much of your budget. By limiting car expenses to a reasonable percentage of your income, you can avoid taking on excessive debt and have more financial flexibility each month. Lastly, you can manage your money wisely if you create and stick to a budget. This helps you track your income and expenses, allowing you to see where your money is going and identify areas where you can cut back or save more. It's important to avoid increasing your spending every time your income goes up. Instead, focus on maintaining a balanced budget and prioritizing savings for emergencies or future goals. Tip number 2. Boosting your income. Knowing your worth is the key to boosting your income. For Millennials and Gen Z looking to improve their financial situation, exploring better paying job opportunities or negotiating for a higher salary can make a significant difference. It's important to research and understand the market value of your skills and experience. By knowing what you bring to the table, you can confidently seek out positions that offer competitive compensation and career growth opportunities. When considering ways to boost income, don't be afraid to explore different job opportunities that align with your career goals and financial needs. Look for positions that not only offer higher pay, but also provide opportunities for skills development and advancement. Sometimes, switching to a new job or industry can lead to better financial prospects and a more fulfilling career path. Negotiating for a higher salary is another important strategy. Once you've identified job opportunities that interest you, don't hesitate to negotiate during the hiring process or during performance reviews. Highlight your skills, achievement, and the value you bring to the organization. Many employers are open to negotiation and may be willing to offer a higher salary or additional benefits based on your qualifications and contributions. Tip number 2. Start saving and investing early. Starting young when it comes to saving and investing is incredibly important for securing your financial future. One smart way to do this is by contributing to your retirement account like a Roth IRA as soon as you can. A Roth IRA allows your money to grow over time through investment, and the best part is that your earnings can grow tax-free. By starting early, you give your investments more time to compound and grow, which can significantly boost your retiring savings down the road. The beauty of investing early is the power of compounding. Compounding means that your investment earnings generate more earnings over time. So the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. Even if you start with small contributions, the long-term impact can be substantial. It's like planting a seed that grows into a strong tree over many years. Contributing to a Roth IRA also offers flexibility. You can withdraw your contributions, but not your earnings, penalty-free at any time, which can be useful for emergencies or big expenses. However, the real benefit comes from leaving your earnings untouched until retirement age, allowing them to grow tax-free over decades. And that's a wrap for today's video. We've explored why younger generations face more financial challenges compared to previous ones, and we've shared some valuable tips to help you succeed on your own financial journey. If you found these insights helpful, show your support by liking the video, leaving a comment about what resonated with you the most, and sharing it with others who might benefit. If you're new here, subscribe to Luxo-Life and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Thanks for joining us, Luxo lovers. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you soon!